tomorrow evening. But I wanted tonight to get into an iconic film, and that, of course, is Clockwork Orange, based on the novel A Clockwork Orange. And, of course, Stanley Kubrick directed this in 1971. I had said 1973. So now we'll go ahead and get into that review. In closing, in the film A Clockwork Orange, it is a 2015 or so world. There's a giant welfare class, huge levels of crime. Spoiled, rotten hippies have given birth to children who then gave birth in turn to kind of a Generation X crowd that just likes to loot and rob and steal and is obsessed with taking psychotropic drugs. And in the film, there are political dissidents who are aware of the Pavlovian brainwashing that's going on, who are against it, but they end up getting shut up and framed and sent to prison for exposing what's happening. It gets into television being used as a operant conditioning mind control device. In this first little clip I have, it's Stanley Kubrick starring Malcolm McDowell, Warner Brothers, based on a novel by Anthony Burgess, 1962, again came out in 1971, and we'll go ahead and go to the first part of the movie review, again, where you have the thugs out beating the poor old bum. You've got the society breaking down, nobody caring about anything.
Where I lived was with my dad and mum in Municipal Flat Block 18A, Linear North.
Okay, so this is basically the social engineers letting you know what they're planning and what they are setting up. Continuing here, this is a key clip where the Minister of the Interior is touring the prison, discusses overcrowding and hardening, says government may soon need space for political prisoners, so they need to clean out the actual violent prisoners, wants to release common criminals. And Alex, that's the name of the gang leader, speaks up and is chosen for the brainwashing MK Ultra experiment to cure him of his psychopathic desires. And of course, the movie's all about the state being run by psychopaths. Let's go ahead and go to that clip.
Cram criminals together, and what do you get? Concentrated criminality. Crime in the midst of punishment.
I agree, sir. What we need are larger prisons, more money.
Not a chance, my dear fellow. The government can't be concerned any longer with outmoded penological theories. Soon we may be needing all our prison space for political offenders. Common criminals like these are best dealt with on a purely curative basis. Kill the criminal reflex, that's all. Full implementation in a year's time.
Now, you also notice that there's a subliminal image there, but at the end of this piece, I'll point it out. Nurse explains the Ludovico treatment is about to begin. Just watch the films, and we're going to administer a vitamin injection. Alex describes straitjacket, lid locks, and brain monitor cables. So here's a clip of that.
Now, in a few minutes, you'll meet Dr. Brodsky, and we'll begin your treatment.
What exactly is the treatment here going to be, then?
Oh, it's quite simple, really. We're just going to show you some films.
Where I was taken to, brothers, was like no cine I ever visited before. I was bound up in a straitjacket, and McGulliver was strapped to a headrest with like wires running away from it. Then they clamped like lid locks on my eyes so that I could not shut them, no matter how hard I tried.
All right, now after the week-long brainwashing, and again, you get a softer form of this through the television. So people now have convulsions watching certain shows when they turn the flicker rate up too much. This is where an actor assaults him and he's unable to resist it. And this is kind of the learned helplessness that the general public is actually put through. And this is why this film's so sophisticated. It shows that this treatment makes good people unable to defend themselves, and that it makes bad people unable at the low level to operate as they truly are, so that the super psychopaths above have a group of helpless minions under them. Let's go to that clip.
I began to feel really sick. but I could not shut me glasses.
Very soon now, the drug will cause the subject to experience a death-like paralysis, together with deep feelings of terror. And it is during this period we have found that the subject will make his most rewarding associations between his catastrophic experience environment and the violence he sees.
Okay, and then here's the clip where they're testing out his conditioning.
If you want to get up, you got to do something for me. Here. Is that you? Well, I want you to lick it. Go on! Lick it!
Would you believe your faithful friend and long-suffering narrator pushed out his red Yazik 1.5 miles to lick the Grasny-Vonny boots?
And again!
The horrible killing sickness had whooshed up.
Okay, here's the prison chaplain who's observed this, pointing out that he has lost his free will and that he's been rendered into basically an automaton.
He ceases to be a wrongdoer. He ceases also to be a creature capable of moral choice.
Padre, these are subtleties. We're not concerned with motives, with a higher ethics. We are concerned only with cutting down crime. And with relieving the ghastly congestion in our prisons. He will be your true Christian, ready to turn the other cheek.
Okay, continuing with this teleprompter-free news and film analysis. Now he's been released after being brainwashed, and he's unable to defend himself when he's assaulted. He's unable to desire a woman, and then they actually have this Pavlovian conditioning aversion treatment, what they call it, a subset. The same homeless alcoholics, the hobos that he'd beaten up, they find him, they beat him up, and his old gang member friends show up. They're now police officers. That's a clip we should have played. In the film, they describe the revolutionaries who are writing the novel A Clockwork Orange. That's what the film's named after. They describe how the state and the wedge of authoritarianism and totalitarianism is coming in are hiring the criminals to be the new police force, which is what Stalin and Hitler and others actually did. And we'll get to a clip later where he speaks out against this. You know, the people that are speaking out against this actually get arrested and imprisoned for trying to write the novel exposing the state's general mind control program. Very sophisticated novel. That's why Kubrick picked it up, because it's based on what was really going on at the time and a projection of where we'd be today. Okay, let's go ahead and go to Alex rescued and then beaten by his old Droog gang, now police. Here it is.
Back away! All away with you! What's the trouble, sir? Oh, no! Well! It's impossible! I don't believe it!
Evidence of the old glasses. Nothing up our sleeve. No magic, little Alex. A job for two who are now of job age.
And we have the next clip where they waterboard him, which we've now been taught is what the good guys do. One of the oldest forms of torture, simulated asphyxiation via dihydrogen monoxide. Here it is.
This is to make sure you stay cured.
Oh, the good guys. What the good guys do. That goes on and on. Here's another clip. Minister visits Alex after he's picked up, tortured, breaks his conditioning, near death and reprogramming, says never meant harm. And of course, you realize the minister is a psychopath just like little Alex. Will provide a good job for Alex if he gives pro-government press. And they've put away the subversive writer who in the novel, Clockwork Orange, is writing the novel, A Clockwork Orange, about the giant mind control society and how the state's hiring criminals and how the state is run by criminals. So here is that clip.
Let me help you with that, shall I?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I can tell you with all sincerity that I and the government of which I am a member are deeply sorry about this, my boy. Deeply sorry. We tried to help you. There is also a certain man, a writer of subversive literature, who has been howling for your blood. He's been mad with desire to stick a knife into you. But you're safe from him now. We put him away.
Now, in closing here at the end of the nightly news that we first covered the FEMA camps, we started the show, of course, where I was actually live, not just taping this before we went live. We're so busy covering the news, we're like a snake eating itself. We meet back, at where we began. We have a couple subliminals from the film. It's got hundreds of them in it, but I thought I'd point out subliminals that speak to your subconscious from Stanley Kubrick. First off, we have a pyramid with capstone on prison wall, with the pyramid actually being elevated, and we'll put that subliminal up on screen. Multiple scenes of that. See the pyramid there on the back wall with the risen capstone above it. And there's another semi-subliminal when he comes in to get his Ludwig von Beethoven music. You see 2001 Space Odyssey there. And then, of course, there's another one. Officer Dim has badge 665, unavoidably referencing 666, or the Beast, with the Beast about to be fulfilled. I mean, it's just absolutely chocked full of it in that 1971 Clockwork Orange, and that's only the tip of the iceberg, as they say. Tomorrow night, 7 days in May, and more and more, I'm going to just show you where all this is inculcated in our media. Some people do it to warn you. Others do it to condition you. Others do it just to have a laugh with their friends. But most of it, it's about revelation of the method, because the establishment believes it's important for you to know what's being done to you, at least at a subconscious level, before they do it. All right, incredible job to the crew. It's a testament to how dedicated we are that these shows end up being 2-3 hours long sometimes instead of 30 minutes, because we just care so much. And because of your support, being subscribers at PrisonPlanet.tv, we are about to hire more reporters, more editors, more people, so we can even do more quality work for you here at the INFOWARS family. So again, we do have a special running until Christmas. You can get 44% off on a year membership, 5.3 months free. You pay for 6.7 months, obviously, at PrisonPlanet.tv, and then you get to see it first, and then we, of course, disseminate it everywhere on the free web. Millions watch it every single week. Okay, that's it for INFOWARS Nightly News. And I know you got a lot of choices out there in media, and I appreciate you watching. I appreciate my crew not seeing much of their family to bring this to you. And God willing, we'll see you back here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central, while we still can communicate with you. If we weren't having an effect, they wouldn't be trying to call for censorship right now. That's it for INFOWARS Nightly News.